Do you know what? I did feel like it was very different. Just in a not very different, but just a little bit different because well, there's just different ways of speaking Spanish, I guess. I guess just like there people in the United States, they speak different on the west side versus like, you know, down south, like southern United States, like Alabama or Georgia. We hear them differently. We're like, whoa, they speak differently. And I guess it's kind of similar out there. Colombia and Peru is different. And they there was a lot of slang that I didn't know. And so I just remember just some of my companions would be excited because I already spoke Spanish, but they would just say a whole paragraph and I would just be sitting there thinking, is this Spanish? This is Spanish, right? Because there's a whole bunch of words I didn't get there, and there's just a lot of slang there. And I guess part of it too is that my mom, she grew up in a very formal home, and so she obviously knew a lot of slang, but she didn't teach a lot of slang to us because she speaks a little bit more of a formal Spanish, and so I grew up more in that mindset, I guess, and so I don't know a lot of slang, not even a lot of Colombian slang. And Peru, there was just a ton of slang that I didn't know, and they would just use it as normal words all the time. So I guess that was one thing that I felt like was different, and the accent is really different from a Colombian accent. So I felt like some of the words are chopped off a little quicker than what I was used to, and so I don't know, there was little things like that. I remember the first little bit, it was a little bit hard for me, even though I wasn't perfect at Spanish, but I felt like I could carry on a conversation just fine with my family before I had left. And so it wasn't, thanks to my dear, persevering, determined mom of teaching us Spanish and us not wanting to learn Spanish, but she was really good at helping us. Thanks to her, I was able to go into the mission and have a little bit of a head start. But I felt like there was still a lot that I had to learn, just learning the Peruvian Spanish and their slang and the way that they talk, so that way you could understand them and also speak the way they speak. Because I feel like that's a way that they feel loved and accepted by you, is when you speak is similar to how they speak. Obviously, you don't have to say all the slang words and stuff, but just speaking how they speak is, I feel like it's a way of showing that you're embracing the culture and that you love them and you want to portray that love and that you love who they are. And so, anyways, that was part of it.